Hi guys, welcome to the Resinator. Today I'm going to have a go at something that I've been dying to try, and that is these topographical pendants. So I think basically what you do with them is you first of all fill this side, which is like the terrain, and then once that is cured, pop them out, pop them in the other side, and then fill them again. And I've seen these on YouTube and they always look really cool, so I'm going to have a little go. I've got these moulds from Amazon. I'll pop a link in the description. So let's mix some resin. So I've mixed up some resin. I've only mixed up 20 mils because these are small. Knowing my luck, I haven't mixed up enough. Today's resin is J. Diction 1 part epoxy, so that's equal parts of A and B. I'm using this because I've only got a little bit left, so there's not enough for a larger project. I haven't worried about bubbles because I'm going to actually put sand in this. So, but I'm not sure about colour. I don't know whether I want them so much beachy, whether I want beach or land. I'm not really sure. So, I don't know, maybe I could add a little bit of mica powder to it, make it a little bit more green. I don't know what to do. Let's just get this sand in it first and see. Maybe I'll do it, put a bit of green mica powder in and just use the sand for a bit of texture. I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe I will put some mica powder in. So I've picked out 2 greens out of my About mica powder set. Let's give that sand a mix in because it's settled a bit while I've been deciding what I'm doing about colour. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of each in. I'm going to go with the grass green first. Just put a little bit of that in and see what happens. I think this one might be a little bit too light, which is why I've got the turquoise green out as well, which isn't really very turquoise. It's actually more like a khaki green, like an army green, which I think will probably dull this green down a little bit. Okay, so let's pop a little bit of the other one in. I really like this green actually. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I quite like that now. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to go with that, with the sand in for some texture. So I'm going to have a bit of a clean up and then we'll get the moulds ready. So moulds are all ready. Give this a little bit of a stir because the sand settles really quickly. And then, not sure what the best way to do this is going to be. Probably like this actually, because it seems to be working. But we all know that I'm going to make a horrific mess. And then I think what I'm going to do when I do the next colour, after I've moved these into the other side of the mould, will be a transparent blue, but we'll see. I've got 24 hours to decide. Typical. I'm not going to try and clean that out. I'll let it cure and then pick it out. Otherwise I'll only make a sticky mess. Probably should have put a little bit more sand in, but well, it's no point now. I've also made way too much resin. I've seen these a lot on YouTube and I've been dying to get these moulds and try them. Okay, last one. At least my horrendous mess is contained to the other side of the mould. So there we go. I'm going to keep an eye on these for a little while for bubbles. And then I'll see you back tomorrow for the next stage. It's the next day now and these have cured. So it's time to make up the resin for the next stage. So I'm not sure what I want to do with these. I think it's going to be quite a blue colour, so I'm going to go in with some cerulean to start with from Let's Resin. It's just normal alcohol ink, and give these a stir. I'm going to put them through the debubbling machine, so I'm not going to worry about how quick I stir them. And I'm putting the alcohol ink now in. I'm putting it in now because this resin tends to warm up quite quickly. So rather than having to give it a second mix, I thought I'd do it all in one go. So I think I might need to add a little more to this. Yeah, I think I'll go in with one more drop in each. I think that will be okay. Okay, so I'm going to stir these for another couple of minutes and then pop them in the debubbling machine, and then I'll be back for the next stage. So my resin is ready and these are all ready to come out and go into the other side, but I do want to, if I can find the end of my tape, just clean up the other sides of the mould. before I put them in. So this is not going to be easy with gloves on, but I'm going to do my best. That one's okay. This is the one that I spilt in. I might have to come back to that in a sec. Okay, that one's okay. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. So, let's demold. I'm hoping that the sand has sunk to the bottom. It should have done. Oh yeah, look at that, that has sunk. I'll bring that up just so you can see. Can you see that? That looked cool. So that now should fit in here. So it goes over there like that, and then needs to be pushed down nice and snug. Okay, this one I've overfilled a little bit, so I'm slightly concerned that it may not lay very flat, but we'll see. So fit that over there like that and push it down. The reason why I put sand in this is because I knew that it would sink, but also it's sort of given it a little bit more depth because the sand isn't in all of the areas. It's only sunk into these parts that were in the lower bit of the mould. So let's push that down. Now this one I'm a bit worried about because this side of the mould isn't very round. It looks like it's been squashed. So I'm hoping that once this side goes in, it will hopefully push the mould into the right shape, which it has, but it's not the best fit. But it is what it is. We'll work with it. But yeah, that is going to leak around the edges, I think. Okie dokie, let's do this. So I know for a fact that I've made way too much of this. But I think the best way to do this rather than pour it is probably going to be with a cocktail stick. Not a cocktail stick, sorry, a lolly stick. So let's do it. It will probably take more time, but I will also hopefully be able to avoid bubbles. I did put this through the debubbling machine, but I don't think it likes small amounts like this, so it's done okay, but I can still see the odd micro bubble in there. I'll need to keep an eye on this one because I can see it flowing down the side where it hasn't fit in that mould properly. So I might need to add a touch more resin if it flows down the side because the level will drop. These have been such a lot of fun to do, actually. I've been dying to get some of these moulds. I think that is enough in that one. Let's move that one over. Just check this one. Might put a little tiny bit more there, just to bring the level up with the terrain bit area. Okay, and let's see what we can do with this one. So I've got a little, like a little nail stick. I'm just wondering if I can get a little bit out with that. Oh yeah, that might have worked actually. I'm gonna get a cotton bud and just clean up the edge. Just there. But I think that's worked. I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I'm just going to give them a quick torch. I can't see any bubbles, but just to be safe, give them a quick torch with my long neck lighter. And I'll be back tomorrow to demold. I've got so much resin left over. Thank goodness for dump moulds. This was what I did with the leftover from doing the terrain. So it looks like that's going to be going in there. Dear, oh dear. I'm hopeless with quantities, aren't I? There we go. Let's scrape the rest of that in there. And then maybe I'll demold this when I demold the others and show you. I'm always quite interested to know what people do, you know, what moulds people use as their dump moulds. I've used all sorts. I've got skulls, I've got crow skulls, rings, numerous pyramids. What else have I got? Oh, I used to use, I've got some vase moulds. So this that I keep all my sticks in, that was a dump mould. So yeah, always keep a dump mould to hand, especially if you're rubbish with quantities like I am. Okay guys, so I'll be back tomorrow for the demold. So it's the next day and I'm really looking forward to taking these out. I'm going to do this one first because I know that this one's leaked because it was a dodgy mould to begin with. Wow, it's still really cool though, and it has leaked all the way round so that it doesn't actually look rubbish, if you know what I mean. It's leaked evenly. I don't know if you can see that. If it had just been like one patch, it would have looked really rubbish and it wouldn't have been any good, but that's actually really great. I love that. I love them. We'll get these demolded and then I'll bring them up. That's got a little bit of overpour on, which I'm surprised I didn't see, but I will get that off. And this little bit here, where I thought I'd overpoured that, I actually didn't. So I should have left that. It's not as even as the rest of it, but I still love them. They look really cool. I'll definitely do them again. And let's have a look at this one. And this one's got overpour as well, but like I say, it's easily sorted. I've got a little tool here and it'll just come off the side nice and easy. So there we go. Although that will probably snip off better. Have I got some little scissors somewhere? I've got some nice little sharp scissors. Yeah, that's actually, because it's still quite soft, it's actually slipping off better. Yeah, that's better. It's actually quite smooth as well, so that's not too bad. There we go. Let's see what I can do with this one. Don't know why I didn't notice that overpour, to be honest. But you know, it is what it is. I hate sanding, so I'd rather not have to do that if I can help it. There's still a little bit on there that's a bit difficult to get to. But these scissors are nice and sharp, so there we go. Right, let's bring these up on a piece of paper. So there you go. They're really effective, really cool. I like the fact that I chose quite earthy colours, but I think the next ones I'll do it in more sort of less earthy colours, more outlandish colours. I don't know, like purple water and I don't know, black land, I don't know. Try some different colours, but they're really effective and they're such a lot of fun to make. So yeah, but I do think I'll invest in some more of these moulds, just some better ones. So there we go. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks and it's free, and it helps me grow the channel. Links to everything that I use will be in the description, as are the links to the Etsy store and to buy me a coffee. Anything that comes back in from those goes straight back into the channel. Check out in the description also, I've got a couple of discount codes there, so have a look for those. And all that's left to say is thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys. Bye.